Hi there, my name's Josh Curry. I'm one of the project managers here at Storm Aviation at Prestwick. Today I'm on the flight deck of one of the aircraft that we have in for maintenance just now. I'm joined today by one of my colleagues, mechanic Caitlin McDowell, and Cassia Mancini, who's been with us for the last few months doing work experience. Today we are going to do an interview with Cassia in regards to her time here with us at Storm. Cassia's obviously looking to do an apprenticeship in aircraft maintenance. Specifically, she wants to become a B1 engineer. What we'll do is I'll pass over to Caitlin. Caitlin will run through a few questions that she's pre-prepared for Cassia to answer, and then we can see how Cassia's enjoyed her time with us at Storm and how she feels like she should progress in the next few years in her career in aviation. Over to you, Caitlin.
Cassia, could you tell us what initially sparked your interest in aircraft maintenance?
Well, at the start of the year of school, I did the PO course in engineering. So then we were shown all the stuff, and then we got to do some site visits as well, and we just got shown all around the,
Fine.
Yeah.
So when you first came in, I remember when you first came in, you said to me that you wanted to become a B1 engineer. So when you say that you did the PO course and that's what sparked your interest, there's very few people that we meet at your age that know what a B1 engineer is.
Right.
So talk us through how you came to the conclusion that you wanted to be a B1 engineer.
Alright, we had careers events at the school.
Mhm.
So then we got to go speak to different companies and see what they'd done. And then another company was there and they ran us through the different engineers that you could be. So then there was the B1s, the B2s, the mechanics and all that stuff.
And that's what caught your eye, was when you actually saw it, kind of what the job would entail and things like that.
Yeah.
So during your work experience, if you would like to tell me about your favourite moment or task that you've done in the hangar, and what type of stuff you got up to.
I was in all the different departments to see what it was like, and I enjoyed the on the floor the most because I got to actually work on planes, and then in one of the other was airplanes. I got to work with one of the B1 engineers, and we were putting up cabins, like the overhead bins, so that was pretty fun to do, and I actually got to do it myself.
Yeah. Good. Do you prefer working in kind of B1 settings or B2 settings? You got a bit of experience in both.
I quite like both. B2s you don't get as mucky and stuff, so it's calmer. But then also B1s is better because it's hands on instead of just sitting in one bit all day.
Yeah.
Quite a few people that get quite upset with that comment.
Oh no.
No, but it's good to get a good perspective on things, and obviously being in the fortunate position that you've been able to come in and you've taken well, and everybody's taken so well to your attitude. It makes a huge difference in terms of what you get out of being here for the work experience. So what is it that you thought you were going to get out of coming in here while you were on your work experience from school?
I'm not really sure because the teachers never really explained what I was going to be doing. They just set up the work experience with yous, and then it wasn't until I actually got here I was finding out what I was going to do.
Were you happy with what you were given?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Kind of touching on the same question, but what did you hope that you could gain from this experience? What did you think you were coming into as a aircraft maintenance company?
Well, it's because all the companies are obviously different, so it was just seeing what strengths you had in this one compared to other ones, and what different tasks you did.
Yeah, I think being here gives you a good experience because we have the whole aircraft, so you were able to get in about wires, engines, cabins, stuff like that. So how do you feel as being a woman working in a male-dominated industry?
Well, the PO course there was more males in it than females, so it doesn't really bother me because they're all fun to talk to and stuff.
Kind of used to it at college.
Yeah.
And this is, I suppose, a question that we could direct to both of you: is how do both of you feel about working in what is predominantly known as a male-dominated industry, but now, especially here, we're starting to see more and more women coming into the industry. With yourself, Caitlin, we've also got Kathy, who works in tech services. We've got more of the dock controllers who are female, and now obviously Cassia, you've come in on work experience. So how did you feel settling in, and how did you feel people took you when you started, and how they take you now after they've seen your work ethic and your abilities and stuff?
I feel like it's never really been an issue. Like, I feel like I'm treated as a colleague.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter on the gender. I'm still given the same jobs as men and like given the same opportunities. So I've never been singled out or I've never had an issue with it, and neither's anyone else. So.
What about you, Cassia?
I think they're funny when they get annoyed.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, brilliant.
Good answer. So you've been here for 2.5 months now.
Mm-hmm.
During your time, could you describe a challenging task that you've encountered during your work experience and how you resolved it, if you didn't resolve it, or what was the outcome of what happened?
Probably when I first got into dot control, trying to work out how Laura did all her systems and stuff. So like just trying to actually get my head wrapped around the numbers, go from like the lowest to the highest or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a job that I certainly couldn't do.
No, it's the support staff don't get the recognition that they deserve.
No, they don't actually. They don't.
So that's nice to hear. That is good to hear.
During your work experience, what would you say to other students that are thinking about undertaking a work experience placement?
It's gonna sound cringy, but like just do it.
Yeah.
You know, like you get to see if that's what you actually want to do when you're older or not.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're putting yourself a bit ahead of other people that are maybe coming straight from school that didn't get the chance to do work experience or didn't want to do it.
And like if someone has better grades than you and you have the experience, then it might go in your favour because you know what you're doing already.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. So I think last question would be where you see yourself in the next 4 or 5 years, what you would want to do, if you're wanting to still go into aviation. You know, if you've obviously enjoyed your experience here, so where would you want to go? What would you want to do now?
Well, in 4 and 5 years, hopefully I'll be finished with an apprenticeship, and then I think I'd want to move into doing the B1s and B2 stuff right away.
Yeah.
So then I can be like one of the youngest and like one of the only woman that's both. So
that's definitely something.
So
It's good ambition.
You want to be both?
Be both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Now, this is on camera, so you can't take that back now. So in 5 years, we'll watch it back and see where you are.
Yeah. Good. And where would you want to do your apprenticeship?
Here.
You would want to be.
So I know everyone here, and everyone's funny and just loving and just.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. And I think if there's any other things that you would maybe suggest to young people, especially young females that are maybe looking to get into it, is just take the jump and enjoy the ride, because it's there to be taken. And yeah.
Well, at the careers event, we had to get a teacher to speak to us because we were that nervous to go up and speak, because it's like just all boys at like the stand.
Yeah.
So we had to get one of the other teachers to actually start the conversation for us.
Good. That's good. Well, I remember your first day in here is that you wouldn't really speak to anybody. You were quite quiet. You were quite timid. And then fast forward 2.5 months, and you're dishing out jokes and stuff to people, and you know, you've caught me out a few times with stuff you've said and things like that. So it's good to see you kind of grow as a person and realise that things aren't quite as scary as maybe you think they are when you're at school. Once you get out and you see it, and what you've said before with telling people to just go and do and take advantage of these opportunities that are out there, and just get involved and see if you like it or not.
I think it also gives us a chance to get to know you as well.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't want it to be awkward for you. I was in your position like 5 years ago, so everyone's very understanding. They've all came from nothing to now where they are.
Yeah.
So no one will ever judge you, or no one would ever not want to help you learn. But it helps us as well, because we get to like experience like mentoring someone or like helping you through things that you need. So it actually helps us as well. So the whole work experience in general is good for everyone, not just you, for the company as well.
Absolutely. So I think that's us all wrapped up, isn't it? Yeah. So again, thanks for joining us at Storm Prestwick today. Thanks to Caitlin for asking the questions. Thanks for Cassia for answering the questions and being here for the last 2.5 months. I think you're staying with us for a wee bit longer as well anyway, in terms of doing a wee bit further work experience to keep yourself going. So again, thanks very much, and hopefully we'll speak to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.